Hello, welcome to Brockhampton Cottage. My name is Peter Clay, and today I want to talk to you about the garden that I created with the help of Tom Stuart-Smith from scratch 20 years ago. This is a garden which is less about a garden and everything about the landscape beyond. Today we're going to have a look at how we have tried to unite the garden with the landscape, and I'm going to show you some of the things that we've been doing recently. The Perry Orchard was my millennium project and was planted in 1999. There are 13 different varieties and over 300 trees, all of which make up varieties that were grown locally in the 60s, which was the heyday of Perry's, Babysham, etc. When we first came here, the house was surrounded by a hedge about 3 meters tall. You couldn't see anything of the landscape. What you're looking at now is the Shire of Herefordshire connecting with the Forest of Dean and the Welsh mountains beyond. We're now in a piece of woodland we call Joshua's, named after my son. We planted it 20 years ago, all the trees just planted a small width, and it just goes to show how much you can achieve in a garden in a very, very short time. At the bottom of the small piece of wood, there's a fold of ground that leads from the woodland down to the lake. 7 years ago, Tom and I thought it would be wonderful to make that fold carry a small stream which linked the house and the lake. This is one of my favourite spots, and where I come in the evening. I can listen to the birds, but more importantly, just listen to the sound, the music of the water. This is the part of the garden we've done this year, and you'll see that these borders, which are newly mulched, are much blacker than the ones next to them. But I think what it demonstrates is the scale of the interventions you need to make in the landscape in order that they seem comfortable in their environment. When you walked up the hill, you come to this spot, and it's marked by this stone. And the stone has an inscription on it, which to me sums up my love of this place. And it has a Latin inscription which seems to echo the fact that behind us on the hill is a Roman fort. And just as I long for a special place, millions before me have also done so. And the inscription reads as follows: Hoc erat in votis. This was what I dreamed of. Modus agri, a small piece of land, non iter magnus, not so very large. Hortus ubi, where there is a garden, et tecto vicinus, in that vicinity, jugis aquae fons, some ever-flowing water, et paulum sylvae, and a small piece of woodland super his foret, above this place. The more I get to see the works of the great gardeners like Paxton, Repton, or even Capability Brown, I'm struck by their use of water and what water can bring to a garden. But more importantly, what water can bring to your feelings. And if ever you have a problem, or if ever I'm feeling stressed, apart from a dog, the best thing is to come and sit down by the lake and listen to the sound of the water.